The Court of Appeal ruling in the case of Peter Sullivan ends what's thought to be the longest-running miscarriage of justice in British history. Mr. Sullivan, who was jailed in 1987, had always maintained his innocence and first tried to challenge his conviction in 2016. But the Criminal Cases Review Commission, CCRC, declined to refer the case, and he lost his own appeal bid in 2019. 2 years later, he again asked the CCRC to refer his case, and new tests, ordered by the Commission, revealed Mr. Sullivan's DNA was not present on samples preserved at the time. At a hearing on Tuesday, lawyers for Mr. Sullivan told the Court of Appeal in London that the new evidence showed that Ms. Sindle's killer was not the defendant. Mr. Sullivan attended the hearing via video link from HMP Wakefield, listening to his conviction being quashed with his head down and arms folded before appearing to weep and putting his hand to his mouth. A relative in court also wept as the judgment was read out. "The truth shall set you free." In a statement following the ruling, Mr. Sullivan, now 68, said, "I lost my liberty 4 decades ago over a crime I did not commit. What happened to me was very wrong, but does not detract that what happened was a heinous and most terrible loss of life." He added, "It is said the truth shall set you free. It is unfortunate that it does not give a timescale as we advance towards resolving the wrongs done to me. I am not angry, I am not bitter. I am simply anxious to return to my loved ones and family, as I've got to make the most of what is left of the existence I am granted in this world." Outside court, Mr. Sullivan's sister Kim Smith said she was ecstatic at seeing her brother's conviction quashed. She told reporters, "We lost Peter for 39 years, and at the end of the day, it's not just us. Peter hasn't won, and neither has the Sindle family. They've lost their daughter, they are not going to get her back. We've got Peter back, and now we've got to try and build a life around him again. We feel sorry for the Sindles, and it's such a shame this has had to happen in the first place." Barristers for the Crown Prosecution Service, CPS, said the DNA evidence was sufficient fundamentally to cast doubt on the safety of the conviction and that there was no credible basis on which the appeal can be opposed. Lord Justice Holroyd, sitting with Mr. Justice Goss and Mr. Justice Bryan, said in light of the new DNA evidence it is impossible to regard the appellant's conviction as safe as he quashed the conviction. Hunt for DNA match. Merseyside Police has confirmed detectives are now carrying out an extensive investigation in a bid to identify who the new DNA profile belongs to. As to date, there is no match on the National DNA Database. Detectives are also contacting individuals identified in the original investigation to request voluntary DNA samples. That initial investigation was the largest in the force's history, and, for many officers, the frenzied nature of the attack made it the worst case they had ever encountered. Ms. Sindle, who was engaged to be married, had just left her shift as a part-time barmaid at a pub in Bebington when her small blue van ran out of petrol. She was walking to an all-night garage when she was attacked. Mr. Sullivan, who was 29 at the time and described as a loner, initially denied the attack but later signed a confession. Questions have since been raised about whether he had proper legal representation during police interviews. Evidence related to bite marks on Ms. Sindle's body, considered crucial at the trial, has also since been called into question. At the time of Mr. Sullivan's trial in 1987, DNA technology was not available and subsequent requests for new tests had been refused. Nobody felt safe. On the grass verge close to where Ms. Sindle's body was found, a memorial stone has been placed in memory of her and all of our sisters who have been raped and murdered. Her murder sent a chill through the community and led to the creation of the Rape and Sexual Abuse Centre on Merseyside. Nobody felt safe, it was a very scary time, said the centre's Jo Wood. She says the uncertainty has resurfaced. There's someone out who killed Diane Sindle, said solicitor Ms. Myatt. The biggest fear we've got is of the unknown, and now we've got an unknown. We don't know who it might be. Who knows who this person is? Are we going to encounter him? We might have encountered him, we don't know, we just know that he's out there. Miss Sindle's family told Sky News they did not want to comment on the case. Mel John, landlord of the pub where Miss Sindle worked on the night of her death, said, "I'm glad he's being released if he's innocent. It has been a long time. Mr. Sullivan is also aware, his solicitor says, of the impact on Ms. Sindle's family. We are very sensitive and respectful to the fact that there is a victim, Diane Sindle and her family, that will be affected by this process, the solicitor said.